kicking Conservatives in the teeth. Apparently that's the goal of a big NDP front group called Progress Alberta. Its executive director was speaking a few days ago at a Alberta Federation of Labour event, and he said that's what his group does. It kicks Conservatives in the teeth. A violent image, clearly expressing hatred for the NDP's political adversaries. You know, I think the vast majority of Albertans expect those of us who engage in democracy, in public discourse, to do so with respect, with civility for one another. And that's precisely why I've consistently condemned over-the-top attacks on Premier Rachel Notley. It's why I've never engaged in them myself. It's why I said on the day I won the PC leadership last month that the NDP aren't bad people, they just have bad ideas. I think we can and should, in a democracy, disagree without being disagreeable, and certainly without ever resorting to the language of violence like this NDP front group did the other day. Now you say, well, why is this an NDP front group? Well, Mr. Kinney has actually been referred by the NDP government to media as a spokesman. Watch this.
We did ask for a few cabinet ministers with the provincial government to join us, and we were told that actually nobody from the government is available. The province then referred us to Duncan with Progress Alberta.
And not only that, but his kicking Conservatives in the teeth remark was celebrated by the Alberta Federation of Labour, which is a formal affiliate organization of the NDP. They actually get to send delegates to NDP conventions. Now, you would think that if somebody made a bozo eruption and an embarrassing joke that fell flat like this, they'd immediately retract, they'd apologize, the media would be all over them, the sponsoring organization would apologize, and then of course the NDP should too, because these are people who are acting as spokespeople for their party. But Progressive Conservative caucus leader Rick McIver asked the NDP in the legislature to repudiate Duncan Kinney's violent and hateful language, and they refused to do so. So I'm just thinking this is actually part of a pattern. It's not maybe a mistake. It's not a bozo eruption. It's part of a plan by the NDP and its front groups to demonize their opposition. Don't forget, the Premier last year said that she thought some of her opponents were xenophobic. That basically means bigots. And a minister in their government recently referred to their political opponents as, quotes, sewer rats. So I'm here to plead with the NDP. Stop your anger machine. Stop the language of violence and demonization. How about you deal with Albertans with respect? You know, the majority of Alberta voters, federally and provincially, are Conservatives. I hope you really don't want to kick the majority of Albertans in the teeth.